Pete and Hannah's review show, What's Next? The show where we help you figure out what to watch next. I'm your host, Pete Mitchell. I'm here with my great co-host, Hannah.
Hello, people.
Hannah, we're here today for reviewing Driveway Dolls and the Best Picture nominee, Zone of Interest, which has just been released in Australian cinemas. But before we begin, let us tell the viewers and the listeners what they should do.
Could you pretty please leave a like and subscribe to our channel?
Subscribe!
And leave a comment down below your feedback and your movie of this year so far.
Comment down below your feedback and remove here for this show. Hit the notification button and you'll get great content like this one. We've got a great week this week. We have interrupt the regular program where we looked at some Apple TV shows. What's next is today. Tomorrow is movie news where we're going to continue to look at our best pictures, which we're gearing up for our live after show for the Oscars on TikTok and YouTube. And we're also going to do the AFI Top 100 this week. It's 12 Angry Men.
Grr.
Hannah, let's get on to the show. And the first movie we're going to review today is Driveway Dolls.
Yep.
The elevator pitch. It is about two young girls moving to Tallahassee and they decide to do a one-way delivery of a car with a suitcase in the back. Directed by Ethan Coen, starring Margaret Qualley, Coleman Domingo, CJ Wilson, Geraldine Verswathmy, Beanie Feldstein, great cast, Pedro Pascal, Matt Damon. Wow. Ethan Coen, what a director. Yeah, doing this one by himself. No Joel involved. This movie, Reason to See.
Reason to See, it's a fun, 90-minute...
Yeah, madcap comedy.
Yeah.
Made me laugh.
It's like just a funny,
yeah,
a girls trip sort of thing. Where it's
definitely
just,
road trip sort of type movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a road trip sort of movie, and if you like Ethan Coen's directing, I think you'll definitely have
It's definitely one of the sillier ones. I like Burn After Reading or Intolerable Cruelty, but that works for me. It's very funny.
Yeah.
Pedro Pascal plays the silly guy.
He's in it for 1
but
minute, and then I'd say max his screen time 3 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but the last 2 minutes is great.
I love him so much.
It's the best way I've seen him.
He's been like that before. Stop doing that to him.
So good.
Anyway.
I don't want to give it away, but this movie is very funny.
It is in the trailer, by the way.
Yeah,
see
it's really good.
So.
Yeah, it's very funny. Reasons not to.
Reasons not to see. It is just ridiculous. It doesn't have any. I'd say the bones of this movie isn't. They're a bit flimsy.
For me, this works, but it won't work for everyone. Yeah. The accent that Margaret Qualley goes.
I love that.
I love it. Yeah. But
that's the funniest part.
It will not work for everyone.
It will grain on some people.
Yeah, it will grain.
I would also say, the movie doesn't have a lot of there.
Yeah, it's very predictable.
It is.
Yeah.
It's not trying to be anything.
But it's fun.
It's psychedelic.
Great. Cameo by Miley Cyrus in this movie too.
Just funny. It's just
it's very funny. I really enjoyed this movie.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'll actually watch this movie
it's
again.
Fresh and different, and then again.
Yeah.
90 minutes. Wow.
Yeah.
Movies don't need to take 2 hours, especially if there's not so much plot there. It's just
I was saying something the other day. We used to get these movies all the time, and I used to love it.
Yeah.
Just an adult movie going to the cinema. I know I've used this point recently a lot, as you've told me, but it's just good. Yeah. I just liked it. I had a really enjoyable time watching this movie. Thanks to Universal Pictures for letting us see it too.
Yes,
it was really good.
It was really good to see it early. And then Ethan Coen. I think the only thing I've seen is with him and his brother, which was Hail Caesar. But I didn't like that either.
You didn't like that either?
I haven't seen much of their work. I don't think I've seen any of their work.
Yeah, mate. Some of their work's great. No Country for Old Men, fantastic. Fargo, fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Hail Caesar.
Yeah, Hail Caesar, it's that screwball comedy, They got old Hollywood sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. I thought I'd like it, but
wow.
It wasn't that fun.
Yeah, it's no bringing up, baby. Hannah, would you recommend people to watch this movie?
Honestly, if you love these dumb, fun comedies, I would definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I reckon.
You should check it out. See if it's up for you. Yeah.
And I reckon this movie is 100% a golf club.
Yeah, it's solid.
Yeah.
It's dumb, but it's solid on its laurels.
Yeah. Driveway Dolls is in cinemas now.
Yeah.
The next movie we're going to talk about, we finally got it, Zone of Interest.
Ah.
Directed by and written by Jonathan Glazer,
Yep.
who did the movie Sexy Beast, starring the great Ray Winston and Ben Kingsley, about gangsters
Oh.
set in Spain. It's quite good. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
The elevator pitch. It's about a family that lives right next to the Auschwitz concentration camps in World War II Poland.
Yes.
That's the elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Reason to see this movie.
That is
Wha-
that movie. I guess it's. I don't know if there's a reason to see this movie, except that this is, I guess, an interest. I don't know how to explain it.
It really
I
is.
wouldn't say I'm not dragging you along to go see it. You got to watch this movie. It's one of those. You see this movie once and you will never watch this movie again.
No, it's not a rewatchable. But I will say this: he's like put you on tilt the entire movie.
No, it is like an unsettling. This is more horrific than a horror movie.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
Yeah.
watching it.
Well, even the start, like it's just black, and he's training your ear to
The sounds.
to hear sounds
It's-
because there's
it's-
in the
it's-
background of this idyllic little homestead that
They are
the
right
commandant's
next door
wife, yeah,
to the most horrible thing in humanity. And a thing in this movie is that you watch the family go to bed and so go to sleep.
Yeah.
And as they're like, some of them are struggling to sleep because again they're hearing all the sounds at night. And so when
screaming shots.
and so when you get these blank screens, which does happen more than once in the movie,
Yeah.
then you're also privy to, you're also like in that moment as well, like it's kind of what it would have been like. It feels to me, and it connects because it happens in the movie. Feels to me like one of those really unique museum pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like.
Well, there's a whole scene about it, isn't
Yes,
it? Yeah.
about
The you know what the amazing thing is with this movie is the special effects.
Yeah,
It's just unbelievable, the special effects in this movie.
It's just crazy about this movie. It looks. There's some really nice looking shots in this movie.
Yeah.
'Cause
He's such a stylish director.
Yeah, he's trying to make this house look so idyllic.
Yeah.
And so pretty. And there is just moments and shots where it's like, wow. Then you're like, but right next door, you're like, no.
He is an amazing director. The script is amazing. It's
The
a
script is amazing, but very, I would say very light. Like it's not a heavy script.
yeah.
at all.
It's not like a big slapstick. Like he
No.
throwing like heaps of words out there. He uses his words very, very judiciously. Like, you know, there's some scenes in like Berlin where the commandant has got a promotion and he's sort of in there, and there's just one thing that he says just so dark and just
Like,
wow.
because through the entirety of this movie, this family seems so well put together. Like, they love each other. They're all very nice. Like, he's
Yeah, yeah.
very attentive. Like, that's the thing. He's a very attentive husband and father.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It
And so,
just shows what people can do
and then you...
in plain sight, really.
Yeah, and then you're like...
Yeah.
The other things, like, behind closed doors, he's different. And also, he's just... Yeah.
I don't know if he wanted us to do heaps of research after this movie, but I did.
Yeah.
And just like they surmise that you would know if that thing was going on next door, and like she said 100% that she didn't know, and then he also wrote in his autobiography that he didn't know. He hid it from her, but this movie suggests, and you could have figured it out, you know. There was like the mother-in-law, which the Sandra Hollow plays the wife.
Yeah, it was Sandra Hollow.
What a year for her!
Oh, wow.
What a year for her! Yeah, and the mum leaves. Like it's surmised
Yeah,
that
her
she
mum-
left
yeah, the mum
because of it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not said, and that's another thing is that, yeah, everything's kind of tight-lipped, and also with the kids, like one of them is having these weird, like you're seeing this like weird black and white extra
Yeah, it was-
moments.
yeah, it
And
was like
the kid
about the
was
story.
going out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
doing and planting like
Another scene where they go swimming and they find something in the water. Like,
yes.
oh my god.
He finds that things are being washed away into the water because of where we are.
Yeah, it's not for the faint-hearted, this movie. Let's talk about its Oscar. It should have got
Potential.
nominated. Yes. I think you should. It's
you know what this is? Last year, what was that movie? It was the war one. What was it? The one. What was it called? The one that was set during World War One, I believe. I can't remember its name.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front. This is in that, but it's like for a different.
Yeah, it makes you analyze. It makes you analyze war.
With a different
makes you analyze
lens.
human beings.
Yeah, and people on like the opposite side, I guess. And this is that kind of thing. But this movie, whereas that was definitely worthy of its nomination.
For those who go see this movie, if you want to research, there's like articles about the family, how they were after.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Big, strange family.
No, it's strange.
Yeah.
Well, when you live next door.
So yeah, I think it definitely should have got nominated. I think it might win.
You know what?
Best foreign film. I think it might win.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, I think it might win.
Then I was thinking of, it's like they were really pushing, what they pushed a lot in this movie is sound. Sound is a big pusher, and I was thinking Oppenheimer had it in the bag. When it came to sound.
I don't know, this guy.
This was like,
sound was huge in this.
The way they use sound to
colour.
you're not necessarily hearing some of the screams. It's like almost like a musical.
Well, in the commercial, there's that sound, and that's played throughout the movie as well.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's incredible. It's more so it's like just so interesting that using it. It was a much more like the way they don't even show the violence. You just know what's happening.
Yeah.
It's a interesting way. It's
okay.
Peculiar.
So
film,
would you recommend people to watch this? It's hard to say.
I couldn't say.
It's hard to say. Recommend.
Couldn't say.
Like for me, you got to tick it off. I just think
if you're an Oscar fiend and you like to watch all the movies, you definitely have to watch this one. If you are
World War II history,
a lot of people are World War II nuts. That's why we've been getting a lot more of these movies.
Yeah,
and I think you definitely will need to watch this one. But
it's not for
if you don't like,
someone.
If you don't like unsettling, and because this has this, it's close because.
If you don't like to be like you're getting pushed over, but you're not fully turned over, like you're standing on one foot for the whole entire movie because you're just on tilt.
Because it has this feeling. So the only time I felt close to this is like in the when I went to London. I went to Tower of London, and you can go up to one of the towers where the two nephews were being kept, and eventually went missing and never found. And I went up there and I felt so it felt yucky. It felt real yucky to be there.
Yeah.
And then, so in this movie, I was kind of getting that feeling where I was like, oh wow, I don't like.
Yeah, we're seeing something that shouldn't be seen.
It's not for.
Rating for this one. Like, it's really hard to go.
Yeah,
let's give our silly ratings.
It's like an art piece.
Your movie preview last week was just spot on. Like, there's no jokes about this movie. You can't do jokes about it. Well, but let's give it a rating. Yeah, it's Golf Club.
It's an art piece. Can we just call it an art piece and leave it at that?
Except it's 3 stars. Let's go 3 stars.
But not call it Golf Cat. We'll call it 3-star art piece. Because it's what it is. It's an art piece.
Oh my god.
It's a museum piece.
That was an awkward 5 minutes of talking about that movie. But
and it was an awkward just sitting there.
Yeah, it was awkward.
Because what do you say?
2 hours,
what do you say afterwards?
Oh,
we didn't
talk.
After a movie happens, you're like, oh yeah, that was alright. Oh, I like this bit. No, after that, you're like...
No, we brought up something else.
Yeah! We couldn't talk about it
We're talking
anymore.
about that movie... The Japanese movie.
Oh yeah, you're like Happy Day,
about
like
the Perfect Days.
Perfect Days, yeah.
That's coming soon to our cinemas, and we're talking about that. But yeah,
a little different, lighthearted.
Yeah, that's it for the show today. 2 divergent movies, I would say. Heather, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, movie news. We're going to look at some Oscar movies, and then we're going to preview June Part 2. Wow. Looking forward to that. Oh, that's going to be good. that is it for the show. Long live cinema. Until tomorrow when we catch up on movie news, it's bye for now.
Bye.